back, and thank you so much for joining us again on Daybreak Extra. See, Summayya, I wanted to say Youth Connect now. Now that conversation actually got to me. So yeah, we want to look at the originality in skits and stand-up comedy today. In the competitive world of comedy, originality is the key to standing out and resonating with your audience. With countless jokes and skits circulating in the media, creating content that feels fresh and unique can be a challenge. Yes, I agree with that. What are the effective strategies that comedians and skit makers can use into infusing originality to their work? Now that's a question that we need to be answered. From finding inspirations in unlikely places to pushing the boundaries of what is acceptable. Yes. So before we go into the discussion, let's take a look at this video from our skit maker.
My pikin, Baba, what's the carry you do, Baba? Since last year, I know they progress. I do business for. Baba, no, me want make money. I want buy my pen. So you want me to give you something now? Yes, Baba. Okay. You see this thing, right, Baba? Anything where you want, tell them now. I will get it. Baba, you mean now? Hey, Mado.
See, I be big man. When I enter the place, them they feel me now. Getting money every day is a hobby now. So many chicks on me, them they got me now. They got me now. Ma fi mi shewe oh, ma fi mi shewe oh. Farabale to weke. Ma fi mi shewe oh, ma fi mi shewe oh. Farabale to weke. Yeah, let give me finger oh. Make the blessing they call me my.
So yeah, that's Michael Samuel. He's the skit maker, and thank you so much for joining us. Now that's a funny one, you know. I watched it yesterday and I couldn't stop laughing. And it's the part where you got me when you said the mado, and then that's it. Yeah. But then, how original, you know, is your content? Because, you know, we always tend to see this babalawo kind of acts and, you know, skits over here and there every time. But how original is your content?
Oh, well, thank you. I would say 100% anyways, because this particular video, it's something I got this idea from a dream.
Wow.
Yeah, I got the idea from a dream. So I went to just one time like that, and then I was having a conversation with somebody, and this person just shouted me out. I was like, I swear you're so crazy. So when I got back to Benin, and then I was like, how can I come up with something like with this model of stuff? Because it really annoyed me that day. Because I was having a serious conversation with this person, and the only thing the person responded with was Madu. I was like, what's Madu? So anyway, so I just said, okay, let me think of something. And that's how I slept off. And then I woke up the next morning, I was like, the other guy that was in the video, I was like, bro, how about we do something like this, like this, like this, like this? I was like, oh, nice idea, nice idea. So who do we get to shoot for us? And that's how
the video came about.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, when you said you got it a dream, like you were dreaming about your Mercedes-Benz tour. So,
what's it called? Rude Boy actually of P Square said most of his lyrics and his craft actually came from his dream. Yeah.
I mean, most of the time,
the hit songs.
When you sleep on something, of course, you might dream of it, and something will come out of it. But then, anyways, Michael, walk us through, you know, how you even found yourself, making skits, because from our earlier discussion, I'm going to put it out there, that it shows that you're a bit camera shy. So why did you pick, of all careers, something that would put you in front of audience and viewers? I mean, talking about your stand-up, talking about the fact that you're a conter and also you do stand-up.
Oh, yeah. So
comedy skit, rather.
Why I chose this career is, well, I don't actually know. I just found myself doing it, and I can't stop doing it, because it's something that whenever I do that, it gives me joy, and then, you know, it's something I just can't decide to just stop once, because I don't even know how I started doing it, and I just found myself in the process, and that was it. So, and you know, infusing skits making into being a compare and also a stand-up comedian, it's not really funny because you have to think of a content to shoot every now and then as a stand-up comedian you have to think of jokes to crack on stage too.
Yeah.
So it's not really an easy task anyways. But
Of course, but you people make it look easy for us.
So I like the fact that you haven't answered the question she asked. How do you manage the camera shy part of you?
Well, I just like what's happening now. I just decide that it's not a gun that will kill me. So obviously the highest they can just do is look at me and I'll look at you. So
yeah, so let's talk about what she said now. Making a skit, it's not easy, like you rightly mentioned earlier. So is there any time that you had to rework your skit, just to make it more original and relatable to your audience?
In fact, you see this 1 minute skits people see outside. It was not shot in. Some skits are not shot in a day. Just that 1 minute stuff. It was not shot in a day. In fact, I was on set one time like that for a skit, and then let me not even go far. This particular video, we shot that video like 4 times. That particular model, we shot it like 4 times before even
decided to put it out there.
Yeah, and well, it's something like it's a process. It's a process, You have to repeat. Yes. It's not all skits. Some skits are very easy to just once first take and we are all good. Now the challenge is sometimes it's not from you. It's from the other character. Yeah, so the other character needs to get it right before we can proceed to the next set and everything. So
earlier I and my colleague were discussing about skit, and she made mention of writing it out before shooting. Do you write out your script before you shoot, or you just go to the field? Like people like me, I'll just go to the field.
No.
And be creative there. Anything I see. So do you write out?
Yeah, I do write some skits. In fact, I was talking about originality. The thing is the population in Nigeria is 200 million plus, right?
Of course, people don't expect me to get deep.
What I might be thinking, what might just be what somebody else is thinking. That was this skit I wrote, and I was procrastinating that I'm going to shoot this skit today. Today will come, I'll say, tomorrow. I just want tomorrow. Tomorrow. Exactly what I wanted to shoot. I saw another content creator. Like he put that video out. I was like, bro, did this guy go through my mind? So sometimes it might be original, and at the end of the day, you find out that somebody else somewhere is doing it.
Yeah.
And originality. Anyway,
has that pushed you, away from saying that, should I continue with this career path or change a career path? Because you mentioned that you're a master of ceremony as well, where you get to host events and stuff.
Okay, a quick story. It did. But at a point in my life, I was like, should I just try being a DJ? In fact, I worked with a DJ for about 6 months. I was like, this DJ stuff. I mix good, but whenever I'm mixing and then a song is playing, I'll be trying to think of the next song that can match with this tempo, and that's it. That's when NEPA take light, anyways. So
now he has accused NEPA.
So it does. I in fact, every day of my life, I think to change career, but
is it that easy? Every day you think to change career in Nigeria?
I mean, but
actually,
what Michael is explaining, or he's trying to even put in words, is exactly what at least 50% of an average youth is thinking. There are sometimes you get stuck in a particular thing and you feel, it's not really working out the way I want it. Should I just switch to the other one? Not knowing even the other ones, the people in there also, battling and putting in the good work. So we understand all of that. But in everything that you already have your hands in, you're dabbling into, where do you get your inspirations from to create? Because if you're doing stand-up comedy or even if you're, doing comparing an event, there is so much expectations on you. There's a bit of expectation of you cracking a joke once or two, drop down. How do you get your inspirations into gathering all the materials you need?
Okay, the inspiration part of it is, first of all, is God anyways, and then secondly, environment. You get, so you don't expect to crack a joke in, let's say, an example of maybe you have an event which the audience you have are all barristers, then you expect to crack a joke about a medical doctor. It won't really follow. But so the environment, the audience in front of me sometimes determine kind of jokes and kind of inspiration that comes to me. There are jokes that you do on point, like instantly. Yeah,
Yeah, it's what you see around.
Yeah, it depends on what you see around. You get. So most times, if you don't, the best jokes comes on the spot. You get the best jokes comes on the spot. So the inspiration, it's majorly environment, and that's where the originality aspect of it comes in.
Yeah.
Because you can't. Let's say I'm seeing a chair and I want to crack a joke about a chair. I can't just think of what somebody has done before. So I need to do something on the spot, and then that's originality.
So you talked about time being very crucial, and 1 minute is not shot in one day. So how important is timing and delivery of each skit to make it stand out from maybe the other one that you've put out? Because you have to have them back to back coming up. So what are the time durations that you use in shooting all this, and how long does it take for people that want to venture into skit making?
Well, it depends. Firstly, as I said before, not all 1 minute skits you see outside are actually shot under that same 1 minute. Some take days, some take hours. So it depends on you, the other characters that you're using. So it depends on how good they act. Yeah, so you need to get it right before you can put it out. So if you don't get it right, you have to take that. You have to take it again, take it till the person gets it right. So duration doesn't have a specific duration. I can just decide to do a 1 minute skit under 30 seconds and I'm done. So it just depends on who, where, and how you do
But
it.
which engages your audience more? Is it a 1 minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes? Because there are some skits that people will get tired of watching, and maybe somewhere along the line they just shove it off. And
So it depends.
So which one do you think is more engaging? Is it the 1 minute or 2 minutes or
It
3
depends
minutes?
on where you're putting it out. You get, like, the audience on YouTube might differ from the audience on Instagram. And also same on Facebook. So Facebook and YouTube, you have to shoot a longer content.
Okay.
Yeah, you have
Different
to shoot,
from other
yes.
platforms.
Yeah. So something like Instagram, even same Facebook too, thank God for Reels. So you can just put up your short contents there. But Instagram, short contents works much more better than the longer one, because the longer one just works perfectly on YouTube and then sometimes on Facebook.
All right, let's talk about comedy in general. I mean, one of the things that comedians tend to find as an obstacle is, saying a joke that will not hurt people's ideologies, people's religious belief, and all of that. So how are you able to push, maintain the humor, but then at least push to something more relatable to people in general, and breaking boundaries in order to reach your audience?
Well,
You try.
yeah, I needed that because so they say these fingers are not equal, so that's the same way your audience are not equal. I might just decide to crack a joke, and then this person takes it to heart, and then we can't tell what really, though even if I want to insult somebody jokingly, that is the way you do that. You get, so you can most times determine how this other person feels.
You take it.
how he would take it. So you just do what you do. Then it depends on how the person takes it.
But have you ever had to apologize though?
Yes, I did. I can't understand.
Because you have to step on toes. You remember one comedian that came, I actually wanted to throw that question to him. I think MC Niti, when he said he cracked a joke that he needed to apologize also. And so how do you, manage to use other people's jokes and, make your audience laugh? Because back to the originality, if it's not your original content, how do you use other people's content and modify, make it different, maybe just to see that you crack them up? Because there's issue with copyright. I see comedians now coming out to say that, I cracked this joke first and then so person also used it. Even abroad, I've seen this situation with Williams and Steve Harvey and what have you. So how do you manage that? Have you used other people's content as well?
Yeah, I did. They said there is this thing we jokingly say to each other, and God get joke. You understand? So when you crack somebody's
the most
joke,
original one,
you'll be like, oh, I know person, I God get joke. So some comedians will crack. In fact, there was this event I went to, and then I needed to do something. I was just talking. Other comedians came, did their thing, but they were all just sitting, waiting for. The event had it featured Mayor Kun. Yeah, so everybody was just waiting to see Mayor Kun, and it's getting late. Most times, the timing for events also matters. So you can't keep audience sitting for straight 3 hours, and then expect them to be happy.
Yeah.
So we did our best.
So you had to break the ice.
I had to just. I remember the joke, and the owner of the joke was sitting in the event. So I had to just quickly. Then I was like, Baba, you don't go vex. So you not say if you come, I go this stranded. But now God get joke. So that was
so
how.
You use that
jokingly, and then using originality, using somebody's joke is. It's something we don't encourage.
Yeah, but can you help it though?
Right now, comedians are fighting each
over other jokes. Yeah.
Yeah. If you use my joke, I can call you out.
Oh, so
tomorrow like this, I will call you out anytime. So, that's what's happening now. Like that was a guy in this Abuja that used a comedian's joke. Forever stays in Lagos. So he used the joke in Abuja, and then Tunde no posted it. If you see the way Forever called out this guy.
But will people actually believe that it's actually his content, especially if you don't have anything to show that you actually had this original
media,
there is this saying they said, not be who fair call police, they win case.
Yeah.
Yeah, so most times you might be the original
so someone kind of overpower you.
This stuff. Like this particular Mado, I think that video was in 2019. Yeah, so when I did that video, it went viral, and then there was this comedian. Let me not call names, but I'll call names because it really pained me. Like I know you have more platform than I do, but that doesn't mean you should
use your content.
Use my same content, and then the celebrities posted the video, and people were like, bro, not be you get this content, I be you Tifa. I was like, bro, I not thief any content to this. In fact, check the date I posted. It posted, I think 1 week after or 3 days or so. But I posted first, so it's not. It's not something that most times when comedians have bigger platform than you, they tends to use. There's this my friend MC Monica. There's this jokes he always cracks most times when he goes for an event, and then funny enough. I don't want to call names.
He keeps saying, I don't want to call names. I still call names.
This comedian has a bigger platform. It's a very well-known comedian. He uses that joke, like back to back. So most times I ask myself, even big comedians, they thief our joke. Because, actually, that's why I don't go for auditions.
Oh.
They'll call you for an audition.
Yeah, because you get to use your own original stuff, and then it can be stolen.
Original jokes, because if you go for a stand-up comedy audition and then you use somebody's joke, they will
They'll call you out.
Then they'll disqualify you. So you have to you have to come up with something original. So when we do come up with something and then they go outside and use it, come on, you have bigger platform than I do. So obviously.
So how do you see the comedy industry, trying to maybe do something to see that they curtail copyright? Because that's the issue that is trending now. Like you said, comedians are fighting back to back over originality and what have you. So what do you think the comedy industry can do to see that they curtail this menace about copyright?
And how would they do when I God get joke?
Exactly. Do you understand? So
Summayya is becoming a comedian now.
I might have a comedian friend, and in fact, let me know if we go for like. Most times when we go for events and then we meet each other, we're like, Papa, I beg, borrow me one of your jokes first. I want to use them.
So
we just tease ourselves,
Yeah.
It's just teasing, So for the copyright, I think it's going to be a long journey.
Yeah,
it is a long journey. It has been.
It's going to be, because going to copyright your jokes, and most times even you will go copyright jokes, you'll still crap person joke. So
yeah,
it's not going to really be it's not going to be
an easy
stuff.
task indeed. All right, let's talk about your challenges. Earlier, before the camera turned on, you made mention of the fact that you're not even that much consistent on skits just this past days, and I want to know if it's, the challenges that you're facing that is affecting all of that. But with everything that you're doing, that you have your hands in at the moment, what are the major challenges that you tend to face? And have you found a way to, navigate your way through it?
Okay, for now, the challenges are getting the characters. Yeah, for me. Challenges getting the characters. Okay, a quick story of when I was starting skit. I didn't have a camera then. I didn't have a good phone. I was using one Android phone. Then if I even use if I use the camera to video you, it would be like a rejected sacrifice. So that was how bad it was. So most times I do borrow phones. That was this incident that happened. I begged this guy for his phone, and then he gave me. I didn't even go far. I was just trying to get a bike to my location, and then he called. Bro, I want to use the phone now. I beg you, quick carry and come back for me. I said, Papa, I just collect the phone now. I'll bring that anyways. He was like, no, you want to use another. So I had to return it, and then getting to borrow people's stuff. That was when I was starting, and then. Now, though, I have my camera, I have my phone that I can use at any time, but getting the character, it's now the problem, Imagine I want to shoot something, and then probably I feel you can do better than you can play the role more than she can play the role. And then trying to convince you to play the role. You'll be like, I'm a camera shy, this and that and that. So all those talks trying to
I actually wanted to ask you this question, where maybe you've had some challenges with some characters that they are not able to get your script, and if that has pushed you to change your script in the field while you're shooting.
The changing of script is something very common. You might just come up with a script, and then before we shoot, and so this is how we're going to do it, this is how we're going to do it. Somebody will be like, can't you just do it like this? And it's kind of, be a brilliant idea, and we have to rearrange. In fact, that was the day I totally changed my script. Yeah, I totally changed my script because we came out and we lacked some things on set, so we had to do something. And then we can't just go. Everybody's here. We have to do something. So I have to scrap that script. And on the spot, we had to come up with something else. And then that was how we did it. So, yeah.
Okay, so what do you think the future of skits and comedy holds with the rise of, social media now with the other digital platforms that we can see, like you rightly mentioned some of them earlier? What do you think the future holds for the comedy industry and in this aspect?
So, the social media made it easy for all of us, So obviously, I would say there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. At this moment, they tell me this thing, but I never still see the light. I don't reach the end, I don't come back, I never see.
You carry your torchlight next time.
Exactly, you understand?
When you're going inside tunnel, just carry your torchlight.
I swear, so that you feel first see road first before you get to the light. So, I think it's growing anyways, and then I believe this present Nigeria now, without skit makers, everybody will be depressed.
Yeah. I knew that's where you're going.
Yeah. So, in fact, most times I just wake up and just take my phone, scroll. That is this skit maker I love so much, Nas Boy.
Everyone loves Nas Boy.
I envy his creativity. I envy his creativity.
It started with Sydney to Nas Boy and then all of them. Yeah, a few of them that actually follow.
So, like, most times every day I'm on this page, Nas Boy and Shanks comic. I'm on their page, checking just to laugh.
Yeah, and then maybe you could also get few ideas from there, just to see how you can come up with something.
Obviously,
So have you stopped skit making, or you are still into it?
I'm still into skit,
but not like before.
Not like before, but we are coming back fully anyway.
Indeed, I mean, it should be expected that you'd come back definitely, because at this point, we definitely need reason to laugh more. Yeah, and you people are doing a great job. So of course, kudos to you. Thank you so much, Michael Samuel, for joining us to, dissect your passion of what you do. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And with that, of course, we'll take a really quick break. And when we come back, we'll just take a story or two from the entertainment world. Stay tuned.